Where's that beer?
Where's that? Dang shoot, where's that beer, brother?
Dang shoot. Where that beer? Oh, Corona. You picked the Rona. I picked Woo!
Woo! Let's crack 'em!
Crack 'em!
Wait, does anybody have a beer over there?
Woo! Who needs it?
I used to be able to do this in college.
There's no
How do
way.
you do this? I don't know, but cheers, everyone!
Hey!
What up? Woo! There's no bottle opener. Do you know how?
Bill tried to do it.
This is how you do it.
Boom.
Boom. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't get that on film, did you, bitch?
Oh, do you want one?
There's another one.
Oh my god. Yeah!
You didn't get that on film, did you, bitch?
Beer's all over the door.
MJ used to party.
What do you do that?
Red and green shirt today, Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo, man.
Christmas?
Nice.
Cinco de Mayo.
Hey.
Cinco de Mayo. It can be used for Christmas. It's very versatile.
Wait, what?
I don't know about the Corona. I'm gonna go Dos Equis on this one.
Smart.
Ooh, Cinco de Junco.
So Suzette and Delaney are currently drinking Coronas?
Yeah.
That's a way to kick off a show. That's what I'm talking
hello,
about.
I have
Oh,
one
you
as
have
well.
one too? Wow, I didn't see that.
Cheers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey!
What, are you going to drink it though?
It's still
You're gonna
kind
make me
of.
actually take a sip?
do it.
It's still kind of
Oh,
warm.
you wanted the attention? You wanted the attention, but you're not going to
Attention?
drink it?
No, I want to participate.
Yeah, I don't really see Kyle drink much ever.
It's really warm. It needs to be in the fridge a little more.
Well, let's see good amount. Hey, do you remember we did a story? I think Kyle did a story on this company that was selling these sticks, these social distancing sticks.
Yeah.
Right? Or did you tell the story?
Yeah.
And I played a clip of the guy, and the guy's like, "Yeah, these sticks that you can keep people just so you know the exact distance." I bought them. And I got
No,
one.
you did not.
Check this out. So now I know exactly how far Kyle needs to stay away from me.
This is what I was afraid of. You are the last person that needs one of these.
Stay 6
This
feet
is a
away, right
weapon.
there. 6 feet away. And guess
Stop
what?
it.
She's always been 6 feet away from me.
Yeah, look at that. You're the
Rich.
type of person to get close to
pretty
someone
close.
just so you can
Rich
use
is 6
that.
feet away. Coochie, coochie, coochie.
And that's that is my nipple, sir. A little more to the left. A little more to the left.
I got 4 of these, and Dutch, my youngest, thought it was a blind person cane, so he started walking around the neighborhood as he was blind.
Oh my
Like,
goodness.
you can't do that.
No.
I go, this is a social distance. You can poke people with it and say, "Stay away, sir," but you can't walk around like you're blind.
I don't think it's meant to poke people with,
Yeah.
quite honestly.
You got that really fast.
I know.
Are
I
you
don't
his
know.
only purchase?
Probably.
Because what it looks like is it looks like he took a car antenna from an old truck, like a radio antenna.
Yeah, but they're really well done.
I like the handle. Looks pretty squishy.
Yeah, they're different colors and stuff.
It looks solid.
I did see your sons playing sword fight with it.
As soon as I brought them out, they
that.
like started beating the hell out of them with each other and just going crazy because they just finished Clone Wars.
Oh, they were their lightsabers.
Yeah.
Did you finally watch the Clone Wars finale with them?
By the time I got home from the show, they had all watched it already, the Clone Wars, and then I went back last night and I tried to watch, and then my son Dutch got involved and wanted to watch again. And then we moved back and forth to a couple episodes. Then we moved to Rebels and watched some of that. Then I went to a couple of different things. But I got to tell you about a show I did watch on Disney Plus that dropped yesterday that you guys should go out of your way to find. And I don't even know what it's called, but it's a documentary, and it's the making of Mandalorian.
I watched it, at least most of it.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
All the different
What?
directors.
Yeah, and they interview the first director, the main guy, who actually did all the Clone Wars, and he's telling the story of when he first got the call. Did you see that part?
Yeah, with George Lucas, and he's sitting in the room with George Lucas, and he's all freaked out. And
But
he's
first he gets a phone call. He was a writer. He drew for a show on Nickelodeon, and he got the call from Lucas Animation asking him to send George wanted to meet him, and he's like, right, there's no Lucas Animation. And they're like, these are the SpongeBob people screwing with me. And they kept going back and forth. They go, George Lucas really wants to meet you. And he goes, and I really want to meet George Lucas. Right? And then eventually he realizes it's real. And then he tells the story of going to George Lucas's house and interviewing for the job. And he doesn't know it's for Clone Wars, the first Clone Wars.
Okay.
And he's interviewing for the job, and he's like, after he sits down and talks to George Lucas, and he's freaking out because he's a Star Wars fan. He gets up, nice to meet you. And they go, nice to meet you too. And he goes, well, at least when I'm standing in line for Revenge of the Sith, I will win the conversation in line with people that I met George Lucas. Like, he can't wait
To
to
tell
tell
people
people that he's in line for the next Star Wars movie, that he met George Lucas. That's what he's excited about. And as he's leaving, they go, "Hey, hold up. You're hired." And they hire him to do Clone Wars, the first one.
Oh,
so now
chills.
he's the director of Mandalorian and the new Clone Wars. So you jump forward to all this. So
That's all. I didn't know that they worked. That was like the same people working on both shows.
So I went back and watched some of the Clone Wars and watched the credits, and sure as his name is up there, Eric Filoni, and he does them all. And
They
it's
had
pretty,
like 6 or 7 different directors for the Clone Wars, and a lot of them you've heard. Like one of them is the guy who did Thor Ragnarok.
Okay.
And the breakdown of the conversations they have with George Lucas, like when the first guy's talking about George Lucas saying, "Here's how a Jedi would handle this negotiation," and just goes for
it's
10
really
minutes.
cool.
It's really well done because I was kind of like, about Clone Wars, like the fact that it was a cartoon, like I was just not into it. But if you watch them, you get hooked.
It's really, but when you see this documentary, it's really, really good. Now, on the flip side, I also finished Upload.
Oh, you finished it?
It's so good, man. Kyle, did you start watching it at all?
No.
Oh, it's so good.
I finished it too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Don't you think it's
Yeah.
good? Oh, my
I
God.
had to. There was no way I was going to stop watching it.
New guy Nick texted me at 9 o'clock. I went to bed like at 8:30, and I got up this morning at 3, and I got a message from him going, "Oh my God, I finished Upload. It's so good." And I wanted to wake. I didn't want to wake him up at 3 a.m. I was like, "It's so good." It's one of the best shows I've seen.
Yeah, I'm
it's such a
satisfied
good show.
with the ending.
Such a good show. It takes place in, I think somebody messaged me, said it takes place in 2033.
Okay.
But it's a thriller. It's like there's a murder. There's a
Comedy.
a lot of comedy, and then there's this incredible romantic story that I love. I love the romantic. I went on and Googled every actor on that show and went on all their Instagram pages yesterday, and I couldn't believe that I did that.
And I didn't see the twist. I didn't like
Neither did I.
that was
Oh,
one of my
really?
guesses. Yeah, it completely surprised me.
I'm about 3 in, and I already have a theory because already they've introduced the fact that the guy was probably murdered. I think it's a great show. It is
so
so eye popping, and it's kind of fun in a dark way. I really like it.
Oh, there was one really dark scene towards the end.
Yep,
You know which one I was talking about? I was like kind of shocked how dark that was.
the one.
Elevator?
Oh God, damn! I know.
I was like scared for a second.
I was like, damn, I just killed somebody. Anyway, it's called Upload, and it's phenomenal.
They cover so much on that show. There's so much going on. Like the one kid who's in the afterlife, and he's like, I think, 7? I think he's 7 or 8.
He's 12.
Oh, 12. Okay. And he wants to hang out with his best friend, and he can't get a hold of him when his best friend's 18, and he doesn't want to hang out with the 12-year-old anymore because he's still alive in the real world.
And his brother, his younger brother, is now getting ready for prom.
Oh yeah.
And he's like,
that should have been him.
There's a disconnect because it's so weird. It's such a good show, man. It's like flaw. So the thing is, here's the thing. So I went on their Instagram. I was looking, and in 2018, they announced that they were going to make Upload. Right? They announced the cast. So that's 2018. So it took 2 years. So now they just finished the show. So I'm wondering, are they already working ahead, or now they're going to start working? Like, will next season come out in 2022? And if so, I'm so bummed. You know what I mean?
I hope they're working ahead because it's really good. Sometimes they wait to see what the response is from the audience to know if they're going to do a season 2. But I think this is one of those shows that they have to continue it
It's so
It's really
brilliant.
well
I
done.
promise you, I think it's going to win every Emmy. I think it's such a great show.
on Amazon.